If we think long term, we can accomplish things that we couldn't otherwise accomplish. If you want to be inventive, you have to be willing to fail. Go to bed early and wake up early. The morning hours are good. Things never go smoothly. To get something new done, you have to be stubborn and focused to the point that others might find unreasonable. The thing that motivates me is a very common form of motivation, and that is, with other folks counting on me, it's so easy to be motivated. Failure comes part and parcel with invention. It's not optional. Do something you're very passionate about and don't try to chase what is kind of the hot passion of the day. Above all else, align with customers. Win when they win. Win only when they win. If you can't feed a team with 2 pizzas, it's too large. Invention is by its very nature disruptive. If you want to be understood at all times, then don't do anything new. If you're competitor-focused, you have to wait until there is a competitor doing something. Being customer-focused allows you to be more pioneering. If you make customers unhappy in the physical world, they might each tell 6 friends. If you make customers unhappy on the internet, they can each tell 6,000 friends. If you think about the long term, then you can really make good life decisions that you won't regret later. If you invent frequently and are willing to fail, then you never get to that point where you really need to bet the whole company. You don't choose your passions choose you. We also have no incentive compensation of any kind, and the reason we don't is that it is detrimental to teamwork. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. Word of mouth is very powerful. I try to spend my time on areas that I think are important for the future and where I think I can add value. In the old world, you devoted 30% of your time to building a great service and 70% of your time to shouting about it. In the new world, that inverts. If we can keep our competitors focused on us while we stay focused on the customer, ultimately we'll turn out all right. The people who are right a lot often change their minds. What characteristics do I look for when hiring somebody? That's one of the questions I ask when interviewing. I want to know what kind of people they would hire. My grandfather taught me that it is harder to be kind than it is to be clever. People who are right a lot of the time are people who often change their minds. Good ideas will always get funded, so that's not going to be a problem. But you will see that it will be harder and harder for bad ideas to get funded. I believe you have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. For every leader in the company, not just for me, there are decisions that can be made by analysis. These are the best kinds of decisions. People who are right most of the time are people who change their minds often. Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. One of the huge mistakes people make is that they try to force an interest on themselves. You don't choose your passions choose you. We can't be in survival mode, we have to be in growth mode. Everything you are comes from your choices. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness' sake don't do anything new. The smartest people are constantly revising their understanding, reconsidering a problem they thought they'd already solved. They're open to new points of view, new information, new ideas, contradictions, and challenges to their own way of thinking. The common question that gets asked in business is, why? That's a good question, but an equally valid question is, why not? We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying. If you do build a great experience, customers tell each other about that. Word of mouth is very powerful.